Hello everyone. Today we are going to read the first chapter of my book. Just a reminder, right now at the moment, this is just a sort of kind of middle between rough copy and kind of good copy, so words still need to be tinkered around with. That will be sort of a very end of the road thing when I get all the chapters complete and then kind of go working through them to get them edited out and fix their problems. So, in this case, we should start the story in 3, 2, 1. Chapter 1. The Beginnings. Year is 1921. It's a cold, dark Christmas Eve at the Chateau Laurier. As parties continue on, Mr. Joseph Carlsbad is sipping his drink, and an attractive woman comes up to Mr. Carlsbad and starts flirting with him. Captivated by her, he invites her up to the hotel room, and after they make love, later of the night, the woman gets up and stabs the man to death, and after she has finished the deed, she gets up, gets dressed, and heads out of the hotel to get away with her first murder. The next morning, on Christmas Day, as a bouncer comes to the room, he finds the body of Mr. Carlsbad. He calls the police, and they arrive at the hotel at 9 o'clock. Detective Lawrence Charles arrives at the scene of the crime. The first thing Detective Lawrence sees is something stitched upon the stabbed victim, which says, "The Seamstress." Lawrence says, "In my time as a detective, I have never seen a murder like this before." Later in the morgue attendant, Dr. Ellie Ashbridge, told the detective that the victim was 40 years old and died somewhere around 3 a.m. last night, and told Detective Lawrence that other than the knife wound, nothing else killed him, no abnormalities or anything. Other than that, the trail went cold for a day. Then the next day, Boxing Day, another victim was found in the room of the Russell House. A Mr. Jackson Orleans, of 45 years of age, shot to death, and had something stitch onto him. Like the previous incident at the Chateau Laurier, it said, "The Seamstress." Back at the morgue, Dr. Ellie Ashford said he died somewhere around 10 p.m. last night, and this time, instead of being stabbed, he was shot. Now, the two victims, the police had to really get going in this case. They asked with eyewitnesses in and around the rooms. They mentioned that there was a lady that came out of Mr. Carlsbad's room, and a very similarly dressed woman coming out of Mr. Orleans' room at the Russell House. Now, as they have their potential suspect, they just need to find her. That's easier said than done. I hope you like this, but right now this is just like an early rough copy edit of this thing, so it's gonna get worked on from when the final book is done. It's gonna get worked on. Everything is gonna get worked on. So I'll see you back whenever I finish chapter 2. So I hope you like this. Goodbye, good night, and good luck.